What? Multicam Arid modular NSW chest rigs. Multicam NSW, multicam black NSWs. I have one Tropic available still. It might be sold out. I don't know. If it'll let you order it, we've got it. Red, black, medium closed bags. Highlander, medium closed bags. We have several options for micro rigs. If you want to see one of those, we can look at those. Vehicle med bags. Day packs up top there. Small closed bags. Medium closed bags. I have a lot of options for left-hand micros dispersed in there. I have some tool bags up top here. Tool pods. Mesh pockets. We've got bins and bins of mesh pockets. We've made lots of mesh pockets. T-shirt for the week. I don't even have one on. I usually put on a shirt when I do the live. Put on the current shirt. Let's see here. There's the splatter. That's the current shirt this week. We do a new shirt every week. Here's a custom Typhon TIFF blue thread diaper bag we did for somebody, for a friend of mine, for his new coming grandbabies. These are all the mesh cards, pistol, rifle, and miscellaneous Velcro back cards. Zippered knife pouches. We have a ton of zippered knife pouches out on the floor running right now. Still a little cough. Up and fully functional. Worked all day. Got up at 4:30 this morning. Feel a lot better. Still feel like I need to cough, but nothing's coming up. What does is clear now. So started amoxicillin yesterday, and that seems to have knocked it out. Amanda's getting it now. She actually went to the doctor. They gave her a couple injections in each ass cheek. So I grab her on the butt extra hard every time she walks past. And they also gave her amoxicillin in addition to that. So she's coughing worse than I'm coughing. And I actually haven't been coughing. I actually sat through the entire, well, most of the day without coughing at all. And now I just ate, so now I'm coughing again. What's out here? Woodland, small mesh pockets. More firewood carriers. We oversold those, so we ran another small batch of those. It's a good chance. That's a good time to get one if you think you want one of the firewood carriers. We actually have them available. Zipper knife pouches. Butt packs in motion, multicam. Black something over here, tool bag aprons probably. Woodland, I'm guessing these are NSW rigs, probably modulars, which I don't think we've ever made. More firewood carriers out here. This will probably be, well, this will be probably the last time we run them this year, so if you want one, you better grab one up. Here's NSW modulars also, so maybe those aren't, I don't know. And then, okay, those are going to be the Woodland ones. And then I've got a bunch of Rallymans, multicam black Rallymans, and I've got black DA Gen 2s here that I built this afternoon. Josh, thanks for the link. Jake, what's up? Prime Prepper, what's up? Toy Town, just want to say thanks. Drove to Tennessee, stirred by Homestead Apprentice, didn't make it to all the way, but was very close. Major doors open, new license, new Tennessee plates, land purchase, right on. Lannon, what's up? Ross Ammo, what's up? Max, what's going on? Jose, what's up? Shorty, Derek, Homestead, what's up? DH, great promo you had the other night. Too bad I couldn't get in on it. Yeah, a lot of people fucking they'll wish they had. Bam Ranch, what's up? Hamster, what's going on? Jason, what's up? Dalton Williams, what's up? Received notice my order shipped today. Yeah, we shipped a ton of shit out already this week. Anybody get shipping today? Anybody get shipping this week? What do we have running out here? I can't tell from this what this is. Radio pouches. Angie, what's up? Jason, what's going on? Wish you had some of my excess trash. I don't have excess trash. That's probably your problem. You're looking for trash. I don't have trash. Shoxum, what's up? Nobody Adventures, what's going on? Great live stream with Kira. Yeah, I had a good time with that. Received notice, order shipped. Dalton Williams. White Cloud, what up? Shipping arrived last Saturday. Closed bag paint salve. How do you like the paint salve and the oregano oil? James Barden, what's up, buddy? No shipping for me. I didn't fucking ask who didn't get shipping. I said who did. I didn't say who's a fucking loser. I said who's the fucking winner. Not really the same thing. I understand that you're anxious to get your shit. But I didn't get my shipping. I can't fucking do anything for you. I have no idea who you are. No idea what you ordered. Let me know when you're a real boy. Live was good today, feeling better. Yeah, I feel much better today. I didn't feel bad yesterday. If any of my people had come to work coughing like I was yesterday, I would have sent them home. So I can't very well sit down here and operate in a manner that I don't allow them to. I did fucking my damnedest not to cough at all down here. Towards the end of the day, I let it go a little bit. Other people were coughing, but I'm very fucking careful when I do also. I cough into my shirt. I cover my mouth. I make it very disguised as possible. Like, nothing drives me crazier than a person sitting around coughing and hacking and sneezing, making zero attempt to at least pretend like they're trying to protect you from it. So if a person comes in, I'm like, hey, you better get a cough drop, you better drink some water, or you better go the fuck home. So I couldn't, it was almost impossible for me to stay away from people yesterday. I actually even came downstairs for several hours in the garage and just worked on my computer and sorted orders and did shit. And even then, people are coming in and like, hey, I heard you're sick. I just wanted to come in and say hi. I'm like, that's cool, but you heard I was sick, so that's on you now. I didn't get shipping. I got some shit. Right on, man. Do you build 1911s or are they obsolete? What about this fucking video makes you think we build 1911s? I just showed you a shitload of sewing machines. Did you see milling machines? Did you see filing machines? Did you see end mills? Did you see file sets? Did you see any gunsmithing tools? The truth is, buddy, build whatever the fuck you want to build. You want to be the motherfucking 1911 master? Be that. You want to figure out how to put a dovetail safety on a Glock? Be that guy. You want to figure out how to put a polymer lower frame on a 1911? I want you to do whatever you want to do. And I don't care what the fuck it is. Unless it affects me in a negative manner, I'm all about you doing any crazy shit you want to do. Chris Watkins, what's up? Illness you have seems to be going around in Oklahoma as well. Seems to take 4 days to hit peak misery and then come back to not hacking lungs up. Me, a couple guys, that's exactly what I have, what you just described. We had a bunch of people here last weekend. Several were kind of coughing and hacking, and I had just assumed that that's kind of where it came from. Brandel was here, equally as much as I was, and Brandel has been sick as a dog, like a fucking fever of 101, 102. And today he was up and running, went to the gym today. I even messaged him because I had not heard from him all day, which is very not normal. I speak to Brandel all through the day, every day. And having not heard from him, and Amanda said she had messaged him earlier, so she assumed he was in bed. And I just sent him a message. I go, hey, do you want to call off tomorrow? And he said, no, I'll be 100% tomorrow. I've been to the gym. I've already meal prepped. I'm ready to go for tomorrow. We have a venue booked for a photo shoot tomorrow, so we're a go. And message Scully, haven't heard back from Jeff, but that's very normal. We won't hear from Jeff until time. He doesn't even have good cell service where he typically resides. So everybody's on schedule. All my guys show no sign of illness today, so my whole crew, we will be up and operating tomorrow, full speed. Real, what's up? Greg, what's up? Any thoughts on self-healing cutting mats and rotary cutters? Yeah, use them. Good for straight line stuff. Doesn't work for most of what I do. Amanda uses them. Some of the guys, especially if we're cutting cloth instead of cordura, use them. We have self-healing mats all over the place. They're really expensive. Get a much bigger one than you think you need. And yeah, you can totally do that. I personally don't. That doesn't mean you should not. Chemtrail allergies. Is that a real thing? I've seen all kinds of stuff. I know, as crazy as this sounds, I've seen some pretty reputable dudes talk about boiling vinegar. I don't know if it's straight vinegar or water with vinegar. They boil it and the chemtrails seem to disappear over their area, which seems absolutely impossible, but I've seen enough dudes that don't seem crazy say that same shit. I've never heard of chemtrail allergies, but no shit, I guess that there is probably something to that, isn't there? My allergies seem worse now in Tennessee than the last 18 years that I've been here. They progressively every year seem to get worse. And what has changed every year in the last 4 or 5 years is the chemtrails. That very well could be a very real thing, dude. I had not heard that term before. Yeah, Curtis Stone's who I'm talking about. Curtis Stone. There was there's 2 other dudes that seemingly are completely unrelated to Curtis Stone, not even in the same genre. Curtis Stone got turned away at the border a couple of years ago coming down here. You know, he's presented several times at a farm in Memphis. Half dead or full throttle. Have to push through because nobody around except me get shit done. Yeah, Loco, absolutely. If I didn't have a crew running yesterday, I would have been running full speed too. I seriously considered just rolling a machine out in the garage like we do for video stuff. I just had a dude in here that brought another machine in today and then tuned up 3 of the machines that we had that were having some issues. I'm actually going to take one of these machines and put it in one of the other buildings just to have separate. Do I have a girlfriend? Yeah, I have a wife. 210 here, and I'm the second thumbs up. Yeah, that's how it always is, isn't it? I show 41 thumbs up. Imagine if YouTube could just get all their shit fucking straight. Curtis Stone talked about boiling vinegar last summer. Yep. I actually watched quite a bit of Curtis's stuff. He's been off my radar. I haven't seen anything of Curtis in over 6 months. Now that we've mentioned him, I'm sure it'll be the first targeted video that I see. Love what he's doing. I followed Curtis since he was doing like market garden stuff in his own backyard. You see 9 thumbs up. I'm showing 46. There's a good delay. The idea of teaching young guys to know life skills that I thought everyone knew how to do was a surprise. People don't, man. Just stop and think about this. There's 173 people on here right now. How many of you have never took a shit in the woods and wiped your ass out in the woods without some kind of toilet facility? I'll bet you half of the people on here right now have not. Nobody's going to say they haven't. How many of you men, I don't know about women, how many of you men have never been punched in the mouth? How many of you men have never had a bloody nose? Like combat inflicted, play fight inflicted, or just by accident. I'll bet you half the men on here, half of the viewers right now listening, have never had a bloody nose in their life other than their nose just started bleeding walking down the street or sitting in a chair at school. I pooped in the woods. I know, I used to reprimand Josh for pooping outside. He didn't even cover it sometimes. The gall of him. If you check Sign Shop Accessory Companies, I bought a 48 144 self-heal mat when I owned the print. Oh, that's good info. Is scientific achievement worth the atrocities that follow? Well, if it wasn't you that received the atrocities, or your immediate family, then I would say yes. I mean, think about how life is right now, and every bit can almost somehow be traced back to an atrocity. Atrocity depends, I guess, on the side that you're on. Did you receive the benefit or did you receive the atrocity? With that said, we also have tons of people running around as victims today that have no physical, they can't, I mean, they're multiple generations removed from the atrocity. So I think some of it's by choice. You can choose victim. Victim is something that happened to you, not something that you are. Lost my share of fights. Definitely been punched in the mouth, yeah. Grew up in the 70s, got into a car accident. My dad said, rub some dirt on it. All of the above. Never use your sock, use your sleeves. Use someone else's sock. I was trying my brother's shoe, less than 10 years old. He booted me in the face. I was tying my brother's shoe. Reckon that counts as a punch in the mouth. Yeah, that counts. I'm not even saying, my point to that was, the generations are so much different now, right? Kids can't even go bang, bang at school anymore, right? We used to run around on the playground playing Army guys or Cowboys and Indians. Like, I was even a little past the date of Cowboys and Indians, and I'm 52. Like, my kids in the 2nd and 3rd grade could take Nerf guns to school. I mean, kids, there's not a kid alive right now that's been to school that could do that. And those are just fucking toy guns. Like, when I used to go to Toys R Us, they had a whole aisle of guns that looked like real guns. And then there was a whole nother aisle of guns that were like fake guns and Nerf guns and all that shit. But like, you could go to, there was Toys R Us, KB Toys, and Playco, I think was the other one. There was 3 major toy stores in San Diego, and there was multiple locations of each. And in each of those toy stores, you could buy cap guns that looked 1-to-1 as a real gun, looked like identical to real guns. When we started building holsters, airsoft guns were not even in the United States. The first holsters we made were based off of, if they weren't real guns, they were based off of toy guns that came from Toys R Us. And they worked. They were spot replicas. And now kids I mean, there's kids that haven't even played flag football. God forbid. It's like you have to have a whole requisition, you have to have this whole fucking chain of command and all this kind of shit if your kid even gets a scraped knee at school anymore. There has to, and God forbid your kids show up to school with a scraped knee. There's gonna be a fucking resource officer that wants to come to your house. This just happened to a friend of mine maybe a year ago. And his wife is the head 911 dispatcher for their county. And his 2 kids were getting on the bus, and the little one scraped her knee, and they got on the bus and went to school, and the teacher started asking about the kid's knee, and that fucking led to the guy had to come to the school and fucking get interviewed by the resources officer, And then there had to be a whole fucking investigation on the possibility of child abuse. He wasn't even aware this happened until the school called him. The older sister took the little sister out, and she fell in the driveway getting on the bus. Got on the bus, went to school. And in the process of a couple hours, he has to come to the school and get interviewed. His wife was on suspension for 6 fucking weeks over this. These are people I know. And this is over a fucking scraped knee. No broken bones, no bleeding through clothes, scuffed little knee. And that's why I say kids haven't been fucking punched in the mouth. They don't have calluses. When I was 14 years old, they would drop me off on a job site that nowadays somebody would call fucking police and fucking over a 16 or a 17-year-old. Like, they would drop me off with a wheelbarrow, a pickaxe, and a sledgehammer at fucking 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and come pick me up at 5 or 6 at night. There was no adult there. It was me, a sledgehammer, a wheelbarrow, and a pickaxe. And I would pick out all that concrete, break it out, pick it out, put it around front, and then when the Toyota truck showed up, I'd pick all that concrete back up and put it in there. 90 degrees, 100 degrees. You know what lunch I had? The lunch my fucking mom packed me and sent me with. You know what water I had? The water coming out of the fucking hose. Archery, yeah, my mom used to talk about having archery at Kearney Mesa High School. Do I have protein recommendations? I do, man. I've been using this one.
Hello.
How'd you put this up here? I know you can't reach it.
I can reach it.
You can't reach that. I've been using these MRE Light. Cody's using the full MRE. Me and Amanda have been using the MRE Light. This stuff is great.
Man, it's great for if you have like a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
You make a protein shake out of
Yeah,
that.
0 sugar in there, 0 whey. It's all meat protein, and it tastes so good. Like if you're just want some junk food, take a scoop of that, 3 ice cubes, a little bit of milk, and a half a banana, and man, it'll knock that craving out. And it's super clean. We had a gun club in high school, and I had the key to the gun closet. That's awesome, man. Rubber hose water, yeah. When we were kids, they didn't have a fucking potable water hose. I only know one exists because I bought it from Tractor Supply because it was the only hose I could get that was 15 feet. I use it in my rabbit area. And they're shitty hoses. Every year I have to replace that thing, and it's not even in the sun. It doesn't get stepped on. It's just a fucking terrible hose. Those white potable water hoses. Fucking all we drank out of as kids were like, holy shit, man. We used to pull heads off of sprinkler systems and just suck and suck and suck until you'd get some sludge water, and you'd spit that first couple chugs out, and then you'd have something kind of clean to drink out of a sprinkler system. I was the only kid able to grab a bullseye in an archery gym. That's awesome, man. That's vanilla. Yeah, empty vanilla. Very pleased with it. That's probably the 10th can of it that I've purchased. I have a code at Redcon 1 if you guys want to use it. It's SOE gear. I pay full price for my Redcon stuff. They don't hook me up with any of it or anything. I like it enough that I continue to buy it. When I was a kid, I shoveled snow in the winter, moved the lawns in the summer to make money. Right on. Let the water run until cold. I burned my, oh yeah, no shit. Now they're putting out warnings about drinking hose water because it can be hot. And so that's what I'm saying. The stuff we did just every single day as a child would have you arrested for allowing your kids to do it. That's why we have kids that have not pooped in the woods. That's why we have kids who don't have calluses. That's why we have kids that they don't know the difference between injured and it hurts. They have no idea. Vocabulary has completely changed. You hear kids talking now, and you'll hear a conversation, you know the words, but the structure of the sentence doesn't make sense because the vocabulary has changed. 14-year-old asked me if it's true that people would drink water out of the hose back in the day. Yeah, I drank water out of the hose today. Maybe that's why I feel better. Yeah, BB gun. We all had BB gun fights. We were having BB gun wars before paintball guns ever existed. If you ever are in the same room with me, look at the tip of my nose. I have a scar on the tip of my nose from a BB. I shot John Wilson's tooth out with a BB gun, and I shot Mike Wilson in the shoulder with a BB gun, and we had to pop the BB out of his shoulder. And none of us ever wore safety glasses. Never. Still have a BB in your knee. If I want to gain weight, do I need to use protein or creatine? Two different things. Yes, you should take them both. Creatine, there's a lot of studies out right now. Creatine is one of the longest standing supplements out there right now. Yes, it will cell volumize, which means you will gain weight because it's hydrating more. But there's a ton of studies right now showing creatine is good for future Alzheimer's. It's good for brain amplification. It's good for brain energy. It's good for thought and cognition and long-term memory and aging memory. There's a ton of stuff showing creatine is good for all kinds of shit. You also have a lot of placebo studies where they gave people creatine and then non-creatine, just a placebo, and there was amplification to strength increases and size increases in muscle with creatine. And creatine's super, super clean now. Get a good anhydrous, micronized creatine. Take your pick. I'm using Gorilla Laboratories currently. I'm sure Redcon's got one also. I haven't looked. Caught a metal BB in the eyebrow. Got any BDU woodland gear? Do you mean M81? I have a ton of woodland gear. There's an AKM4 Micro. There's an M1 Grand chest rig. There's a mini pack. Somewhere in here I have some tool aprons. There's probably, yep, there's a vehicle med bag in there. There's a stacked micro left hand. I probably have a right hand back in there. There's a medium clothes bag. I know we packed up a bunch of toiletry bags today. I've got some pelter wraps for your hearing protection. I have all kinds of flashlight and single pistols and such in there. Extra small mesh pockets. I've got some standard smalls over there. Yeah, firecracker fight. We still have firecracker fights. I think rubber band and paper clip was great. Tool back in the day. I got a paintball gun, yep. Vocabulary screwed up by what has become human resources managers, lawyers, yeah. And just kids. Just kids. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I'm falling. My ears just popped. Ooh, dizzy for a second there. Swear Jesus, bro, can we be pals? I'm a gearhead and collector of Rux assault packs. Have been my whole life, 24. Well, I'm 52, so I've got twice as much time ahead as you do. We actually manufacture all of this stuff. I've also got some Woodland day packs, which are pretty good size. We actually had real testosterone back in the days. I supplement with real testosterone. If you would eat, I'm trying to pop my nose here, I'm trying to equalize and I'm not. If you would remove any food sources, anything you put in your body, if you can't pronounce the ingredient, if it has more than 1 or 2 ingredients, if you just stopped eating it and only ate single ingredient foods with a purpose, your testosterone, most of your testosterone issues would increase. Not increase, but improve. And then if you ate red meat, your testosterone would also increase. But remove any food sources that have estrogen in them, and your testosterone would also increase. Now, most people in the United States, most men in the United States, their testosterone level is much lower, as in less than 50% where it should be, based on testosterone levels from just 20 years ago. Now, a lot of that's going to be with your endocrine system, and that has to do with chloramine, bromine, fluoride, all the bullshit that they're putting in your water that they tell you is healthy for you. Those are straight poison. And they affect your endocrine system, and they block the uptake of iodine in your system, and you need iodine to control your endocrine system. I'm not fat, I'm big boned. Mom says I have a big thyroid, right? That's from all the bullshit that your government is mandating be in your water. Have you noticed the attack on water filters lately? They sure want you to not be able to remove the poison they put in your water. Waking up 4:30 every day without doing anything different other than eating clean. Yeah, it'll change hugely. It'll help. Those latest SOE trees are sweet. Looking for more gear to pair with the swag. Is the video up from the last trees?
Tees.
Oh, the tees.
T-shirts.
Do you make inner thigh holster for a Glock? Do you make inner thigh holster? Do you mean outer thigh holster? You mean a tack holster that rides down on your outside of your thigh, right? The inside is like where your balls hang. Surely you're not keeping an inner thigh holster there.
They make them for women.
No, inner thigh. No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Who the fuck's carrying? Can anybody, yes or no? Inner thigh holster, does that make sense to you? Anybody ever heard of inner thigh holster? I'm 60, been carnivore 3 years, perfect testosterone. That's awesome, man. That's great, dude. What is perfect testosterone, Timothy Jackson? For anybody listening, when you have a conversation with a doctor about your testosterone levels, it's not just testosterone. There's about 50 other things that he should be talking to you about also. But if we're going to simplify it just down to testosterone, you have two numbers. You have overall testosterone, and you have free testosterone or available testosterone. And when you're talking to especially a general practitioner about testosterone levels, and he's only giving you one number, you absolutely have the wrong doctor to be having the conversation with. I saw a chick in a movie carry on her inner thigh. Yeah, I saw a chick in the movie carry on her vagina too, but...
So there's actually shorts that have a thigh holster on the inner thigh, and the grip of your gun is literally in your fucking pussy lips. Like, it is way too fucking high.
Interesting. Old West Madame carried a Derringer and a garter. I think he means holster for his balls, maybe. I saw a chick in a movie. Yeah, Amanda just said that too. She's been seeing shorts of it. Too close to the good. Well, I mean, a lot of people carry appendix, which is right above your, cock there. Tack strap by Alien Gear Holsters has built-in turning. Yeah, I saw it. Guys, Alien Gear holsters are complete trash. For chicks that wear dresses, but it's a shitty holster. Was it a female asking? I think it's called a jock strap. Mine was $350. $350 3 months ago, now $671. Started with Optimize U. Oh, Jose, man. Holy shit, dude. You're going to sleep better. You're going to get up and actually feel like you have slept. You're going to want to work out. Yeah, outer thigh holster. Laura Cross new holster? No. Do you make inner thigh holster? Yeah, buddy, I've never heard of inner thigh holster. I'm just going to, the answer is no, we don't. Do you use a GoPro Hero 11? Good to go. Yeah, the 11's good. I'm currently using the 12. The 10 was awesome. When you went from a 7 to an 8, the stabilization got much better. And the 8, the blue in the sky became more realistic. The only one I ever had problems with was a 9, and it overheated so bad, I never got through a full battery with a 9. I still have it here. The 11's great. The 10s were great. The only reason I even went up to the next model was because I crushed them. One got run over by a two got run over by a skid steer. And then one I had a cracked screen on, which was fine for about 6 months. And when I left it out in the rain, which I did all the time, but I left it with the cracked screen up because they have screens front and back, and it failed. It still worked. The screen didn't work on it anymore. So I'm running 2 Hero 12s currently. And the 9, 10, I think it's the 9, 10, 11, 12, take the larger batteries. You want those, get the white top batteries. Don't buy any extras of the blue tops, get the whites. I want to say they run damn near an hour. Yeah, Evan, that'll be huge for you, man. It'll make a huge difference. Plus, you can have a conversation about so much other stuff with those guys. Hasn't testosterone been outlawed in the West? What do you mean, West Coast? No. Yes, there's this big, it's illegal. Guys, it's allowed versus able. Currently, it is not illegal. It is very easy to get a prescription for legal testosterone. Everybody's like, what if they ban it? Well, I'm going to use it like I did when I was 20 years old, and all the other shit. What about all you motherfuckers smoking weed while it's still illegal? What about all the other shit you guys do that's illegal? But yes, if you're concerned with legality, that's what we're talking about, is legally obtainable testosterone, cypionate, enanthate, or cyprope. Hey, John and Amanda, sorry I'm late. Been debating with some bitch dude who's dissing on raw milk.
Dawn.
It's T.
Oh, yeah, even better.
She wouldn't have said bitch. You're doing the Lord's work. That's right. Hey, T, where's this happening at? We should all just cruise over there right now. I heard the chicken police are at it again. Talked to Jerry and Matt today. They're having D come use cryo red therapy float tank for her knee rehab. Yep. The red light really seems to work. I have one. I bought one when Jerry got his. I bought one. I bought the same one he had sitting on his desk. And when I have my wrist hurts or my knee joints hurt, I'll sit in there and it'll run, I think 15 minutes is the longest it'll run. And I have the full spectrum one. So I'll put it on, and then when it stops, I'll rerun it again. So I'll get about 30 minutes on the site, and it seems to take care of the problem. Do you have authentic Milken fire retardant digital? No, I don't even know what that is, dude. What was the brand of knife sharing set you talked about? Oh, sharpening? Wicked Edge. They're expensive. Chicken places are at it. The chicken place at it again. The amount of gear I got. Dude, this is my company. I started it 35 years ago. All the gear we have here, I made it. Like, we don't have any other company gear in here. This is just the stuff that we make here. Here, you want to see something else you haven't seen yet? Man, my ears are not equalized. This one's like sounds like I'm underwater.
Yeah, it's all the shit in your sinus.
Do you think powdered bull testicles are good legal sources of testosterone? No, you're not going to get much test by anything you're ingesting. Would it add to you? I don't know the truth. I don't know the answer to that. But anything anabolic, you're going to be much better off injecting into the bloodstream than passing through your bloodstream and liver and such. Milken makes the cloth. It's what the mill is. I have no idea, buddy. I've heard of Nomax. I don't know anything about Milken. We did contract stuff for NSW. That's the SEAL teams, SF units. We did stuff with Marcor Syscom. We did stuff for, all the real groups. But I've never heard of Milken. So I don't know. You know something I don't. Looks like a dumpster. Well, let me go ahead and ban you here. You're gone, dipshit. So if that was friendly fire, well, you were the sacrifice for tonight. You took one for the team. I feel better today. My red light pad will let you set it on or timer up to 30 minutes. I do like it. So I have the Mito red light therapy pad. And I think you can turn it to 30, but you have to do it through the app. And I've not ever, now granted, I didn't take a lot of time trying to sync it, but I never got the app to sync to my red light. So I just use the buttons on the side of it. Seen any chemtrails since Tennessee passed the law? I haven't. You know what else? Amanda pointed, we haven't seen any chemtrails since, no, you're right. We have not. Yeah, American made. Everything here is made right here in this shop. We use Cordura. Most of it's 500 denier Cordura. 100% nylon webbing, nylon thread. All of our materials are U.S. sourced. All of our hardware is U.S. sourced. All of our manufacturing capacity is right here on these sewing machines. None of these sewing machines are made in the USA. These are all offshore machines. Some of them are German, some of them are Japanese, most of them are Chinese at this point. But all of my labor force is right here. They all come here to work. My guys that fix all these sewing machines come here to fix these sewing machines. No chemtrails, instead it's big, dark thundercloud. Oh yeah, that's true. What state? We're in Tennessee. Best thing I've ever done for allergies is nebulizer with food grade peroxide. Yeah, I've heard that, man. We haven't, I don't know where she went. Regulation uniform cloth, also flag materials. Okay, so I'm not saying you're wrong, but they're not the only ones, because the same mill I buy my stuff from makes a lot of the cloth, if not all of the cloth that the uniforms are made by. Also Proper, I don't know where they're sourcing their stuff from, but just like all of these rolls of material, there is one manufacturer that makes this shit in the United States, and they also make the uniform material here in the United States. I'm just not sure where it's at. I have rolls of it, as a matter of fact. It's still in the garage? I thought we had more rolls of it still.
So we don't have a nebulizer. We have a vaporizer, but not a nebulizer.
All right, find one and put it in the cart for me.
Yeah,
Just
check it out.
yeah, we should probably get one. No, we won't be making an all M81 rucksack. We're not making any rucksacks. We used to do ruck mods for Force Recon and Marine Corps Recon and the SEAL teams. We would take an existing large mountain ruck, add 9 pockets to it, which added 2,600 inches. We would remove all the metal hardware and replace them with Fastex buckles. We would replace all the snaps with Fastex buckles. We did a ton of shit to them. And they gave us they gave us a new ruck and $550, and we would do that modification. We will not be making any rucksacks though. Am I taking orders for deployable bed bags? I am not. We will make them again. Infrared sauna. Yeah, I have one. I have actually a pretty high-end infrared sauna. I want to make fire retardant desert digital camo curtains. Good luck with that. What would desert digital be at this point? Because there is no more Marpat. So like arid Marpat does not exist any longer. And especially trying to find something flame retardant, because your normal BDUs are not flame retardant. Kevin, what's up, buddy? What chest rig do you make that's light for mags only? What do you recommend? Timothy, you just asked me what kind of car. You didn't even ask me car. You said what kind of vehicle should I buy? What kind of mags do you want to carry? How many mags do you want to carry? Anyone ever hear their ears ringing? Like different frequencies, some sort of 5G technology maybe. Amanda's ring, her ears ring all the time. What's that called? When your ears ring all the time? I saw a little Debbie, tinnitus, that's what it's called. The little Debbies I'm storing, there's fucking snack cakes and bullshit all over here. You didn't see me storing them. You talking about all this bullshit? The underground black market snack cakes? You have thermal night vision binoculars with camera recorder. I do not. I have thermal, but they don't have a recorder. Standard capacity AR mags, 6 mags. All right, you have a few options. This will hold 2 mags. This is the AKM4 Micro. 2 mags, 2 mags. This will hold 4 more, so that's 8. Or 2, 2, and then utility. This is the stacked Micro. Open top, individual mags, 1 mag, 1 slot. This is 4 mags, compact tear-off med pouch. I do make a mag, I make a rig called the 6 mag stacked. It costs a lot more. It's in the Warfighter line, but it does have pals on the side so you can expand it to other stuff. I also make an 8 mag. This rig right here holds 6 internal. This is the NSW, the SEAL team rig. This has slots behind here for full-size radios, has boxes on the front that'll hold 6 mags each box, or belted 5.56 for the 249. And then I have a modular version of that that's more slick, which is 6 internal mags, and then has these right here. This will hold 2 M4 mags side by side. It's made for a radio, and then you can place more on the front, and you can put another 3 mags on the front also. I know that's not what you asked for. If you really want to see all the stuff we make and all the options, because I didn't even name 10% of them, you can look on the website and see everything that we make. I have 0 injectable cases right now. I don't even have a sample to show you right now. That's probably why yours hasn't shipped. Left ear ringing. Someone is talking bad about you. Right ear ringing. Someone's talking. Is that how that works? Alice packs. Nope, we don't make Alice packs. Has anyone found the splatter print 5.56 search for confetti mag pull mags It will match your splatter print. Cool. We made a ton of splatter print shit last week. I still have splatter print shit ready and available to ship. The inventory is locked on those. When those are gone, they are gone. Nope, we don't make any plate carriers, Noah. Is that NSW rig multicam black? We do have a multicam black NSW rig, yes. The cat, yeah, there's a few cats here. Would you like one? I will send it to you. I just order what you have, pretty simple, yeah. Scully had complete rifles coated to match that. Watch the short form content tomorrow. We'll be filming the roller skating rink video tomorrow with a shitload of guns. Magazine covers. I don't know what the fuck a magazine cover is. I have sewing machines. Is a magazine cover made with sewing machines? Am I a fan of Tack Taylor stuff? Do I look like I'm a fan of Tack Taylor? I was friends with the original owner. I don't have any clue who owns it now. Our stuff was always way better than Tactical Taylor. Is Tack Taylor still even sew stuff? I've not seen any, because I'm not on the West Coast anymore. I haven't seen anything of Tack Taylor in 15 years probably, maybe 20 years now. I knew Coffee Logan. We started companies around the same time. Like cloth cover metal magazine won't make noise. Guys would usually use like a cloth tape for that, like a sports tape. And then when camo tapes came out, they had shit like that. No, we don't make anything like that. How many fat kids were in school with you, John? And now compare. There was always one fat kid, like obese. Like if you go to Walmart now, 50% of the children there are like morbidly obese. It should be like child abuse to have a kid that weighs fucking hundreds of pounds when he's 10. We should look at the parents, right? If we're gonna have all these fucking rules and regulations. There wasn't even one of those kids. There was a chubby kid in school, but there was not any more than one of them ever. And maybe that's just because I was where I was typically. Maybe that's just my area. But I mean, I was always in school with military family kids. I was a military family kid. Dad was in the Navy. I did not go, well, the first few schools I went to up until like third grade were probably all military because they were on base. But after that, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, all the way till 10th grade, those were all out in town schools, but military kids went to those schools also. And there was only one, maybe two, fat kids. That didn't exist, at least not in the world that I was in. Spend almost thousands for the Malice. Now I feel dumb. I don't know what you mean, the Malice. Like the Malice pack, the custom pack they used to make. Why feel dumb about it, man? If you bought it and it's what you wanted, then fucking awesome. Just got recommended your stream. Don't think I've ever seen it. You have. You just don't realize that you have. So I have over 5,000 real videos on this YouTube channel. We've been doing YouTube for over 15 years. And I do 6 video series every week. And I do 2 full-length video podcasts every week that are about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then we take that full-length content and we build them into about 50 shorts every week, get cut out of that long content. And those get put up. And because those shorts go viral, they get targeted to so many people. And YouTube's doing something called vertical integration. So if you interacted with any of my shorts, or even watched more than one of them, when I happen to be live, they're pushing it into your short form feed. There's 168 people right now. Over 100 of those people are here because they subscribe to my content, and their phone actually gives them a notification when I go live. The other 68 are here because you guys were just happened to be scrolling through shorts, and it pushed my live into your short because you had interacted with more of my stuff. You just don't realize it. Still catching up, but wanted to say I knew we were taking a wrong turn when the lady sued for spilling. Oh, dude, I was a kid when that happened, man. Wasn't that like 30 years ago? I agree with you. Paid for it over the years is why I brought it with money I saved. Yeah, who gives a shit? Don't let nobody give you hate over anything, man. If it's what you wanted, then fucking you do what you want to do. Nobody gets to tell you how you spend your money that you earned. Whoever's giving you shit about it, fuck them. Wasn't that coffee straight off the devil's ball? Yeah, it actually, I think she had to have a skin graft over it. Guys calling to work sick like they're calling in sick to school. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true, man. I love it when somebody calls in sick and then you run into them out in town, not sick. Kips, what's up, man? David. Yeah, just remember to hit the thumbs up. 77 on here. When we get off this video tonight, there will have been 30,000 people on this video. And we currently have 77 thumbs up. The freest fucking thing out there in the world that people can do. And they can't be bothered to do that. You always hear how people are like, why aren't you on other platforms? How come you're not on this other thing instead of YouTube? You always hear that shit, right? Here's a perfect example of why all that other shit doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work because motherfuckers won't even do the freest shit there is. This looks like complete trash. Which means one of two things. This is over here, and this lady is fixing this because somebody else fucked it up. And it also means whoever did this, I will probably fire tomorrow. Like, I don't know how this got sewn here, and somebody thinks that this is okay. The lady that sits here is actually way better than this bullshit. You can see that they were capable of doing it, but then it got to here. Somebody will clock out and fix that on their time tomorrow, or somebody, whoever did this, will not be employed here any longer. This is fucking absolutely ridiculous. And there's multiples of them here, which means they know it. On covert, can you do Highlander and Orange? You could under a custom, but it's not going to come anytime soon, man. If we ever have to have the conversation of, hey, how's that pack coming? Do not order it right now. We're still building covert packs. We still have a lot of them open that we owe. The SOE party is on the 13th, not the 7th through 13th. All the gear or military surplus I got worked for my own while other kids got their stuff bought for them. Yeah, fuck them, man. You're stronger than they are. How old are you now? I was robbing grocery stores, stealing buckles to be able to build this gear when I was a teenager. This shit didn't exist. I was working a real job. I was fucking stealing shit when I had to off military bases just to be able to sew this shit together. You worked a real job and bought your gear, fucking good for you, man. More power to you. Fuck those other guys. Someone called in sick today who was also wanting to go ride dirt bikes yesterday. Monday, day off for fun. Tuesday, day off to be sick. Just found out today you have to click the dots on top to like the video. Yep, it takes a couple clicks. Currently 24. Good. So what do you do for work now, man? Giovanni, what's up? This is what it should look like. We wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way. Yeah, Tupac, best rapper alive. Yeah, I don't take sick. That's what I love when somebody tells you how they got the bad poops or my tummy hurts or whatever. I get it, man. Employees employ. My wife had surgery 3 separate times. Like real fucking surgery. Like anesthesia, surgery, the whole deal. Was still here the same day to make fucking payroll for the employees. Those employees who can't come to work. And I get it. It's not their job, whatever. I get it. What is this fucking thing? Some voodoo magic. Is that a seed pod or a bug? What the fuck is that? Who do you think is still alive that we've been told is dead? Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, poop at work. Currently work tree trimming service. Yep, that's good work, man. If you buy your own equipment, you can run your own tree trimming service. Family lives in Henderson, Tennessee. Anywhere to move out there where the neighbors don't hear me arguing with my wife? Oh, there's plenty of places, man. Plenty of places. Talked about dirt bikes as a kid. Were you also a skate? No, I couldn't skate, surf, and none of that shit. Dirt bikes. It's a seed pod. Just got accepted into ROTC, right on. What bag was that on the table? Oh, it's the bag on the table. You're talking about firewood carriers. Milkweed seed pod. Have you seen the videos that are supposed to be Tupac when he was 17, like full on sissy fag, like gay, for some movie tryout or something that he did. Had like leg warmers on, super effeminate, super gay, like flamboyantly homosexual when he was 17. Have you seen those? Is that AI or is that fucking some shit where the CIA took him and thugged him up? Mandela effect, or is the simulation running at you? Yeah, who knows? CIA in Nashville has been a thing. Well, the CIA everywhere. Isn't that operation? Was that Mockingbird? Jumped in late. Just heard you talking about creatine. Hadn't taken creatine for 15 years. Started to cycle 5 weeks ago. Absolutely noticed increase in cognitive function. Yeah, that's what a lot of studies are saying that. It's funny you say that because I said something about creatine well over 30 minutes ago. But I'm just now seeing that comment. I just think this is awesome. You knew the guy that started Tech Taylor. Coffee died over 20 years ago. Probably closer to 25 years ago. Yeah, creatine, most studied supplement. Yeah, I had actually said it's one of the longest supplements in existence, I think is what I said. Maybe I need to take more because I don't remember what I said. Greatest studio thug? Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, the MK program, MK Ultra. Guys, if you haven't, there was a dude wrote a book. He was an investigative reporter who found a ton of the files from MK Ultra. You guys should check him out. Just look up MK Ultra Joe Rogan. He was on there within the last couple of years. Fascinating. You guys should listen to this and all the court cases around this and all the people that had gone kind of rogue and actually killed people on their own. Pretty fucking insane stories. And the documentation and all of the court cases and the news reporting on it. Like if you haven't seen this guy, even if you have no interest in this, if you turn this on, you will watch hours of these interviews with this dude. Hello from Canada. What's up? Shut up about the lizard people. Killed by Shrek. I'm banning you. You'll never be seen here again. I need you to go ahead and fuck off. And nobody here said anything about lizard people. So friendly fire maybe, but you'll be the second sacrifice of the evening, but you'll never be seen here again. So go make a new fake account. So Killed by Shrek is no longer with us. Sound, oh yeah, I feel much better. Tupac was an actor, so was Biggie. Jail owners stole prison raps and stood up role models, influenced the culture. Good evening at the homestead. Just had to drop by and say, impressed with the new NSW rig. Right on. Do you have one, Hosfeld? Not the celebrity from the Caleb rant. Any custom stuff on Malice packs? Rucks are crazy these days. That's because there's not a demand for them. So you're asking somebody to do something for you that nobody wants. That's why they're so high in price. This rig right here, I used to sell this rig for $175. I get $1,000 for these rigs. I don't even let you order them. You have to send me an email. You can't even order these off the website. You have to send me an email, most of which I ignore. And then when I feel like sitting down and building one, I typically build one, and then I'll go back through my emails and I'll hit a dude up. And if I don't hear back from him in about 15 minutes, I sell it to the next guy. I could make one of these every day and sell it every day for $1,000. 300 and how many days are in a year? $365,000. I could sell one of these every day if I would sit down and build them. I used to sell these for $175. And I literally, if I turn these on tonight, if I put these on as an orderable option in 3 colors tonight, I would have 100 dudes order these tonight. 100 grand. Guaranteed. That's your Malice pack. That's your Alice pack modification. People don't use them anymore. Surprised the rifle bag's still sitting there? It's because that's the original sample. I pulled that out and made a little bit longer one. That just got sat there and hasn't moved. The NSW rigs are 25, 30 years. They're about 20 years old. Quit being a corrections officer because I got sick of watching gangsters go gay. What Air Force teaches is life-changing and successful teachers. Right on. Operation Midnight Climax podcast. I've not heard of that. What was the reason you stopped selling them? What are we talking about? Visiting the shop is mind-blowing. It's almost like sensory overload. Yeah, it absolutely is. I find shit in here that I didn't see the last time I walked through here. Kips, I don't know what they are. I'd have to find them. Just look up Joe Rogan, MK Ultra. You'll find the dude. It's an older guy. I think he's got glasses. Looks like he's probably 65. How come I don't sell the vet? Because I'm the one that makes them. We're at capacity. Every one of these sewing machines runs every day. I live in the middle of nowhere. I live where people don't want to work. I employ 22 people currently, and 21 of them drive over an hour to get to work every day. Some of them drive 4 hours to get here. Tom O'Neill, Joe Rogan, MK. There we go. That's it. That's what you're looking for, guys. How much am I paying them? I'm paying them more than anybody in the industry pays them, and I'm paying them more than enough to drive here to come to work. I pay my employees very well. I have a lady working on my floor right now that's been here for 5 years. She's making more than her family members who have been at Carhartt over 20 years. Hey, you can go ahead and fuck off, buddy. It's time to stop. Never seen you here. So you can fuck off somewhere else. Started your job at 8:70. Man, I started my job at 3:50 an hour when I started work. Pocket watching. What does that mean? I heard pocket watching for the first time yesterday. I heard the dude on the quartering talking about how much Tim Pool makes. I'd never heard that term till yesterday. $335 when I started, yeah. Fancy. What's this about? I manufacture, I sew all this stuff. I started this company 35 years ago. We manufacture all of these products in this building on all of these sewing machines over here. $396 up in here, yeah. They know it never, the ratio is never correct. Favorite color of fabric? I like multicam black, but it's all a tool, man. Do you need the camouflage to actually camouflage? Then multicam black's not the color. The correct answer is what's the season and what's the terrain. It's just another tool in the toolbox. When am I bringing back the LBVs? I've been building the LBVs every day. They're never going back on the website. I'm the one building the LBVs. Yeah, everybody wants to jump into a job where they're getting paid. I know my worth. If you were worth what you think you're worth, you would have people competing to pay you the value that you think you deserve. There's people in here making half what other people make, and there's people in here making twice what other people make. And the difference is what they produce and what their skill is. Little Xan, you're banned. Hey, it rhymed. The fact that you call yourself Little Xan. Yeah, maybe we could give you your social security numbers, all the employees. Tropic NSW rigs are badass. There is one remaining. Under $3 per hour, 77. However, made much more per hour mowing lawns. You'll always make more. When you're your own employer, you will always make more because you can work as much as you want. You can also choose your customers. The real answer is if you can produce everything that you can possibly make in the hours that you have, you need to charge more. And typically to charge more, you need better customers. You guys at work make the same amount that it took me years of long overtime days to earn to get started wage. Yeah, Derek, me too, man. I am paying new employees more than I made ever the first 5 years that I ran the entire fucking company and slept on the floor in the fucking building. Amanda and our fucking 3 to 5 kids living in the fucking one room at my mom's house. Me, Amanda, and between 3 and 5 kids, full-time 3 kids, for 3 years, lived in one fucking bedroom. And I have employees making more than we made when we started, when I fucking restarted the company. But everybody knows what they're worth. Job market's tough. I'm a computer science graduate. and it's rough. Yeah. So you hear that everybody's hiring. If you look at your local Facebook groups, you'll see a lot of people complaining. Everywhere says they're hiring, but 30 places said they wouldn't hire me. Well, that's a clue. You probably shouldn't have had the big penis with the butterfly wings tattooed on your cheek. You're simply unemployable. Did you guys hear Red Lobster just closed 50 locations today? 50 locations. Overnight, no notice, already auctioning off appliances and fixtures inside the restaurants right now. 50 locations, Red Lobster closed. What that should tell you, that's a major fucking chain. So it's being reported all over the United States. How many restaurants close in an area where they don't have multiple locations that never go reported? People's money are tightening up. People that thought yeah, well, you know, Joe, he had 3 job offers, but he's holding out for a management position. He's not looking for an entry-level position. But Joe hasn't worked for 5 years. Yeah, but Joe knows what he's worth. Not anymore. Not anymore. People that are worth having employed, they already have jobs. Guys that are actually of value, those guys can go and compete, and women, they can have a job and go get a different job if they want. But for your average entry-level employee, things are about to change for a lot of those people. I own 52 sewing machines. I've never seen more than 20 run in this town. If I was in San Diego right now, I could be running 150 people. Within 30 days, I guarantee I could go into a brand new location in San Diego right now, bring in 120 sewing machines, and within 30 days, I'd have 120 operators running. That's just the Star, because they are owned by Olive Garden and another company, so I'm sure it'll get, oh yeah, it's absolutely getting worse. Depends how hungry you are. People will take a job for less. My daughter worked her way to store manager, Dollar General, and now makes $75,000 a year. Need a custom parka. That's not us. We don't do clothing. Darden sold Red Lobster years ago. Favorite gear you sell? All of it. They're just tools, man. They're just tools. I make a wallet. Every guy carries a wallet. I make a belt. Every guy needs a belt. I make an NSW chest rig. Every guy wants one, but most don't need it. We make thousands of different products. Hey, send. How much do you make, motherfucker? Somebody go check out Send Haas. Somebody check his page out. Let me know what he's got up there of his financials on his bank account, his company, which does not exist, and does he have any videos up other than himself masturbating or playing video games? Before we stricken him and ban him from here, I love how these little cunts crawl out of the woodwork almost like they're all in a group together and they send each other. So somebody click on his page and let's find out what he's all about. How much of his information's out there? Let's start there. Started surveying back in 90, 725, swinging a sledgehammer all day, stake and curve. Yep. Every time I've had somebody come survey this property, it's always $5,000. And they're on the property less than 3 hours. $5,000 is what I pay a single man to show up here. It usually takes a month to a month and a half to get him here, and I've had it done 4 times. So surveying, if you have surveying skills, man, I would think you could make as much money as you wanted to. Strongest industrial sewing machine I have should be this one. These 1508s. However, these Consos, that's a Seiko, but this one right here is what I sew on every day. And in theory, it should be a lesser machine. It's a Conso 206, and I've got a bunch of them. But I used a machine that was way lighter than this for the first 10 years I was in business, building the heaviest equipment that we ever made, which we still make, these LBVs. If I gave one of those Mitsubishi 130s to any of the ladies in here on this floor, they would break it within 30 minutes. I broke it within 30 minutes. I just got so accustomed to breaking it and walking it one stitch at a time through the thickest parts and not doing anything backwards. You couldn't use the reverse in it at all. But for the first decade, we built all of the heaviest stuff with the lightest machines. And this machine here, there are machines that are much heavier. Can I ban this little sending whiny child? Oh, hold on, I want to see what he's saying here. Sindhas. I manage inventory for parts on production line for an OEM. Right on. Oh my God, walking all those stitches. Yep, hand sewed all of them. Well, you know how it is with the clutch. What's your advice on avoiding politics with family members? Just tell them you're not participating. The real question is, if you have to have a problem with politics and family members, why do we have those family members? Like when I left California, I left everything that was in California. My mom used to say, hey, when are you coming back to see me? Mom, I'm never coming back to see you. I'll fly you here. I'll buy you a house here. We'll build you a house here. If you don't want to fly here, I will have you driven here. But I'm not ever coming back to California. It wasn't important enough for my mom to come see me or relocate where I was. She held on to California, and my mom passed away in California. When I tell you guys, if I haven't seen you, occupied the same location with you, it hasn't been important enough for you to be where I am within a year. I'm not coming to Christmas. I'm not coming to your funeral. I'm not coming to your wedding. I'm not a good friend. I'm the best friend to people who are my friend, but I'm not ever going to go someplace to be your friend. My friends all come to where I am, or we have enough in common that we occupy the same space. I don't have friends that irritate me. I've removed irritation from my life, just like this guy I'm about to ban right here. He has no idea what he has access to here, but he's shown up for the first time ever and thinks that I owe him some information. All of my shit's out there. I file taxes, dipshit. I pay more in payroll taxes every fucking week than you have made in the last fucking 10 years of your life. I guarantee you that. That's such a narcissist take. There you go, you simpleton, fucking victim. What Haas doesn't realize is 289 people on here. At least 100 of us know each other in real life, occupy the same space, do business together, and run businesses that do business to business. You have a child who has shown up, could be anywhere on the internet right now, but is here worrying about what other men do. Homie, the fact that you called me homie, you're gone, dumbass. Next, where am I at? I'm in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, between Memphis and Nashville. Comment on the video earlier you made where Evan's dad asked him, but what about health insurance? Yep, that's it exactly. And you know what Evan had said? He said, I made more this month than my dad has ever made in a year. And when I told him I made $120,000 this month, my dad said, what about health insurance? Dad, we still have health insurance. And I don't remember if it was 120. It might have been more than 120. Jolly old London. What's up, Rain Diesel? Bro's in a sweatshop talking money. I'm in a sweatshop with 7 air handler units. The sweatshop is 16,000 square feet. My electricity bill here is $3,500 just to run this building. Yeah, sweatshop. It's 65 degrees in here right now. What's my take on shipping and freight? I've put $1.5 million through this local post office here just this year already. $1.5 million. This post office was supposed to be closed. We were on the top 3 closure lists of all the United States. You can look it up, Camden, Tennessee. Top 3 closures for all of the United States. We were supposed to be on the closed, what was that, Amanda? Probably 8 years ago now, 7, 8 years ago. When we implemented the new website and had the interactive shopping cart put in, we surpassed 1 million through the post office that first month, that first year, and we were removed from the closure. The post office gave me a plaque and a little certificate and, you know, some thank you bullshit. We have a post office in this town solely because of my company. There's not another fucking company that even ships 10% of what we ship out of here. Business owners don't have to tell anybody jack about what they pay them. Yeah, I just simply won't, because it's all typically it's an ex-employee or it's somebody who's posting as a fake name. It's always somebody trying to cause irritation. We even had people from another SOE company here talk shit, and like when I did a post hiring seamstresses, and chicks that work at Carhartt came over and said that I don't pay more than Carhartt pays, and we were super mean to them, and all, like people I had no idea who they even were. Turns out they were management at Carhartt. Dropping like flies. Are they really though? There's 250 people online. We've banned like 6 people so far. If you look at the percentage rate, we haven't even banned 1%. Yeah, we have a Walmart, that's true. Left California because it was getting too expensive. Yeah, we left California 20 years ago. Bring out the simple bit. It's because I've gone longer tonight than I have been. Talking about payrolls between the employer and employee. Yeah, absolutely. I have people that have been here on my payroll for 12 months, let's say 24 months. I have people on my payroll 24 months that are making more money than people who have worked here 6 or 7 years. Here's the thermostat right now that just kicked off. That one says 72. It's 72 in here. There's 3 air handler units behind this wall, and there's 2 behind that wall over here. I also have a girl working here that I gave a $2 an hour raise to 6 months ago, with the understanding that she maintained 40 hours a week. We've never paid her that $2 an hour raise because she never has maintained 40 hours a week. When I have somebody that's irritating or has the capability, when I give them a raise, that's always the stipulation. You have to maintain X, Y, Z, whatever it is. Almost never do I give them, I never have to pay them. And it's not even accumulative. She just has to show up by 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday, and then leave at 5. She never, not one time, has ever made that extra pay raise. No one can live on that. Then earn more. Who's paying $15 an hour? Then earn more. That's the answer. Be a better person. What you don't realize is all you have to do is do better. Who would want to work for you? Well, Matt Rogers, Matt Ruger. Nobody gives 2 shits what you think. Nobody gives 2 fucking shits what some dude who's never been on my video that I do every single night, every fucking night I do this video, and I've done it since the beginning of the lives. I've got 5,000 real videos on this YouTube channel, yet you've shown up for this one. Watch the building being put together. Every video that you posted, I still remember some of the original plans. Yep, most of them, we did most of them. The spiral staircase is here. The glass wall upstairs is here. The outside has changed greatly. Like the motocross track is not here any longer. There's a gym in the back here now. There's 3 ponds on the property. There's a greenhouse. There's aquaponics. A lot of food production. The garden is much larger. There's probably 130, 140 fruit trees on the property now. Starting out myself as a subcontractor with 72 to 96 hours a week. That's what I'm talking about. When people are like, 52 hours isn't sustainable. Somebody told me that on a live feed a couple months ago, and it's really stuck with me. 52 hours a week to build your dream isn't sustainable. I work 120 hours a week now. 35 years into this, and I work 120 hours a week. So does my wife. But a dude who's 25 years old can't sustain 52 hours a week? Brad Butcher, are you the shipping guy that sent me the 20 incoherent emails last night? Is that you? That's only a 10-hour day, 5 days a week. I know. I know. I got up at 4:30 this morning. I actually got up at 4:15. I'm still going. You should be working overtime by Wednesday, that's right. Grandfather had a paint and drywall business. Your work environment is a mess. You hire these people and they came to work in a place with dirty floors and shit all over the place. No wonder they don't take you seriously. Hey, thanks for your first comment here. Somebody look at his page and let's take a look at how his life looks. I'm in the top 10% of payroll in this county. All right, Brad Butcher, let's discuss. You have my attention. If you're gonna make it happen right the fuck now. I miss the old school call out videos. Half this chat has no, they have no fucking clue, none whatsoever. Imagine if they watch some of my real fucking videos or my morning videos. Imagine, just think about that. Take 10 random morning videos I make, and every one of these little fucking cunts would lose their fucking mind. Some of them would have to get PTS counseling just from my videos. They're just fucking professional victims. What successful person is on a video that he doesn't agree with in the middle of the fucking night on a fucking work day? Mike, there's a lot of trolls tonight because one or two have groups and they're sending their buddies. Notice they're all first-time guys. 224 people on here right now. Over half of us are here every single night. The guys talking shit, has anybody ever seen them post more than today? That's because they're sending each other. It's like the, I heard you have a couch for sale. Turd burglar. Nobody adventures. Hey, we're going to be in Paris tomorrow at noon. You coming by? Notice half-hour viewers think you're shitty. Notice half-hour viewers. Did you mean hour as in time? Half hour, like you've been here 30 minutes? Because your dumbass typed it wrong, dipshit. A lot of words that I don't. If I didn't pay my employees, how would all these sewing machines run? I live in the most impoverished county of Tennessee, and the employees we have drive over an hour to come to work. Do you think people would drive over an hour, some of them up to 4 hours to come to work, if I didn't pay them well? Do you think there's a better option for them someplace? Don't you think they'd be there? You think they just come in here because I'm so friendly? Thrift store, yes. Yes, military tactical gear, thrift store. The later you go on the live, the more it happens. That's what I told you guys. I told you 2 hours is the magic number. When I get off this video every night, there's between 30 and 35,000 views. When I go to 2 hours, it's up to 80,000, and when I go to 2.5 hours, it's up to 100,000. That math works every single night. What these guys don't realize, even though they're first time here and they've been commenting, it exposes everybody that they're friends on social media with. Even though we're on YouTube right now, even these guys talking shit, everybody that they interact with on Instagram, my SOE Tactical Instagram page will be targeted into their app tomorrow. Or tonight, if their friends are on. It's exponential. I only need one. I only need one dude every night. And most of those new followers or interactors or actual customers that click through and actually buy product, they all come from one of the shit talkers. I get more positive customer flow through from people talking shit than I do from my existing good standing customers. That's how it always works. That's why we don't ban them quickly. We let them interact so that it makes the algorithm work. It pays every single time. Who watches the live to bitch about the person they are watching? Losers. You won't ever see anybody successful out on the internet talking shit about somebody else. You just won't see it. Go out on the internet anywhere in the history of the last 15 years of social media. Go find a post of me talking shit to somebody on their social media or about somebody on some social media. I can't manage my own 5 real accounts, much less fucking make fake accounts. Paid for by haters, idiot. I need to do more research on your business to intelligently ask you the right question. Well, Brad, you kind of fucking shot your load last night. Yeah, who's doing busy work and who's winning? That's right. So you listened to Frisella or did you listen to Rob today? When the people you guys listen to make content and call me a friend in their content, I'd say that's fucking winning. When I turn into people that I listen to and I look for their content every day and they mention my name, I'd call that a win. You think about it from this view. Well, here, Big White, you're gone, dumbass. You don't even realize what you just fucking lost access to. Yeah, it really is the victim mindset. And Brad Butcher, bro, I'm not mad at you. You know what really got my attention? What do you think really got my attention out of those 20 last night? How'd you find me? Joe Hernandez. We make nylon tactical gear. Here's a couple of SOE samples of the things we make. That's not even 10%. To give you an idea, just in part number, I have over 14,000 part numbers just in 2 belt models. We build all that stuff on these sewing machines right here. We're in Tennessee. I started this company 35 years ago, and we moved here to Tennessee about 20 years ago. Found you from a pod on Spotify. What podcast, Brad? Everybody needs a bucket of Glocks. Mike Lowry, you want a Glock 18? Go get you a Glock 18, partner. You do whatever you want. If you'd ever shot a real Glock 18, you'd know they twist fucking super crazy. You'd know that it's an NFA item. I don't care if you have a Glock 18. I don't think that you should have to register a Glock 18. I think that you should just be able to go and buy whatever you want to buy. So you do whatever you want to do, bud. Yeah, successful people want others to succeed. You don't talk shit or play the victim. They work and succeed and build their network. Yep. People don't realize, people have no idea. I learned this the hard way. When you're talking to some random dude on the internet and you're not sure who he is, you should always ask yourself a couple of things. What do I stand to gain by what I'm about to do or say? And more importantly, what do I stand to lose from what I do or say? Who does this guy know? And who is related to me that knows him? Because people talk. And the stupid shit you do on the internet in the middle of the evening might change the entire direction of your life. You don't have any clue who saw you do what you did or who got a screenshot of what you did. You have no idea how it will change your entire fucking life for the rest of your life. It's happened here many times. There was a kid a couple years ago on here talking shit. He's like, oh, all this shitty stuff made in China. And I'm like, nope, we make all this right here in this building. It happened in this building, so it had to be in the last 7 years. And I said, dude, you should question what you stand to gain by doing this. He went on 15, 20 comments. And I said, you have no idea how you acting stupid here could change your life. And he goes, what, are you going to get me fired from my shitty ammo stocking job at Gander Mountain? And a buddy of mine was on there. His name's Jason. He's on he's live still earlier, I think tonight. And he said, yes, you are fired from your ammo stocking job at Gander Mountain. And he tagged a guy into the fucking conversation. And that dude came in the conversation and said, I am the CEO of Gander Mountain, and you are fired. Turn in your uniforms, and we will have your paycheck for you on Monday. And that kid got fired right on the live feed. I didn't know who he was, had no idea who he was. The CEO of Gander Mountain, I had never met him. I have since then. And he fired that kid right on that fucking live video. Just randomly, because a dude who was a friend of mine and a customer tagged in the fucking CEO of the company. That shit has happened dozens of times. Not only for the negative, but also for the positive. I don't know what the last thing you guys heard was. It fucking froze out. The owner used and probably still does make breakfast for his employees every day. Not a professional cook. No, I don't anymore. They just stopped eating breakfast. We hired a chef, Josh, who's on here. Worked here for 4 years. He was like a real chef. Opened 14 restaurants for Wolfgang Puck in Las Vegas. Cordon Bleu Academy. Josh worked here. I've had several guys past that who have, made lunch and dinner here for all of the employees. Stock camo, yeah, nowadays, huh? Yeah, that's the real question, right? Who is Brad Butcher? Sounds like Skylo. I'm putting on a battery pack, guys. Hang on. This is an old iPad. I hate fucking having to buy a $1,500 iPad when this one's perfectly fine other than the battery. Go back 6 years ago and tell yourself that you'll be buying a fucking iPad that costs over $1,000. Fucking ridiculous. No, we don't have any hogs out here, Evan. Yeah, swap out the battery. That's what Brandel said too. How did you get started? Did you find a business loan? No, buddy. I stole components to be able to build my first orders. A friend of mine literally went to Target and cut the buckles off of shopping carts when they first got those child safety buckles. And all our first 10, 15 rigs were built with plastic buckles from Target. You know why we didn't steal them from Walmart? Because there was no Walmart in San Diego. We stole canvas off the side of vehicles at Admiral Bakersfield National Guard Armory. That was a Special Forces National Guard Armory. I did whatever I had to do. I worked multiple jobs to buy a couple feet of webbing at a time, a half a yard of material, took that money, bought more material. I did everything the hard way. Nobody ever gave me a fucking dime. They never loaned me any money, nothing. That wasn't even on the radar. Internet didn't exist. PayPal didn't exist. People had to give you a check, and then you'd be super excited because you had a check. And you go to the bank, and then the bank wouldn't give you your fucking money. There was always some bullshit with the banking system. When you need money and you need help, nobody wants to help you. When you have money, everybody wants to give you money. Yeah, business today is a million times easier. You got that right. People have no idea. They think times are hard. Man, you have the answer to every fucking thing you could possibly ask in your pocket. You're just watching the wrong content. Netflix and chill, what's that mean? What's that mean? Sit next to a chick that you're never going to see her fucking titties and watch some bullshit that you're never going to participate in? Netflix and chill? You have the answer to everything you could possibly... Look up how to make more money. Type that into YouTube tonight when you get off here. How do I make more money? How do I be a better person? How can I be a better man? How can I be more attractive? How can I get people to give me anything I want? Fuck, you're just asking the wrong questions of the device in your hand. Current Instagram algorithm trends. How to do targeted marketing on Meta. You tell me what your job is, and I'll fucking give you an idea of how to make more money tomorrow. You're just looking up the wrong shit. What are those big reflective pads? I don't know. I don't know what we're seeing. Is this even legal? I'm banning you for being fucking stupid. 1,000 followers on IG is an easy $2,000 week. That's right. I've never purchased or merged any followers. I've never purchased or merged or sold any of my email or SMS list. To even get on my email, you have to fill all your shit out and click 3 different buttons. I have parameters on there to make it even more difficult for you to even join my email list. How do I have 750,000 followers on Facebook? 100,000 here on YouTube, 115,000 on YouTube now. How did that happen? Showing my budget live for the first time. Told them about you having 4 giraffes. Silver reflective looking things stacked up by the shelf. Looks like pizza warmer packs. They're US mailboxes. I've put $1.5 million through the post office this year already. Do you know why I ship with the post office? The main reason? Because they give me all of these boxes for free. That's why. That's why we use the Postal Service. I assume that's what you're talking about? These are all t-shirt inventory. We do a new t-shirt every week. We do 120 pieces. We never rerun the design. That's a child's autopsy table. Those are more t-shirts. Heard someone on YouTube today saying they were approached to sell their customer info, told them fuck off. Yeah, don't ever sell your customer info. Don't ever buy. Nobody's ever gotten an email from me that didn't sign up to get an email. What are we watching? The stream appeared randomly. See, guys, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we continue to do this. That's why we don't ban the shit talkers, because the algorithm is exponential. I have 5,000 videos on YouTube. I started this company 35 years ago. I have 6 different video series that I do every week. And I have 2 full-length video podcasts that I do every week. And one of my guys takes that full-length content and chops it into 5 to 10-second shorts. And we probably put up 50 to 100 of those every week. And they go super viral. Some have over 10 million views on them, 10,000 comments. And because of that, everybody that interacts with those shorts, when I'm live every night at 9 o'clock, it pushes my live feed into your short feed. And sometimes guys get on here and they go, hey, what is this about? And that gives us the opportunity to say, hey, stick around for a few minutes. You might get some value out of this. But at the end of the conversation, whether you agree with me or not, you're going to know exactly what I thought. And the beauty of the internet, if you like what you heard, you can find us again. And if you don't like what you heard, you can push one little button and never see anything from us ever again. But people don't want to do that. They don't want to govern themselves. They want to threaten you or somehow harm you or damage you by causing you problems, right? They don't ever want to take care of the problematic neighbor. They want to call police to come with a gun to do what they won't themselves do. And that's like the internet. There doesn't need to be a report button on the internet. You can just push a button and block the person and never see anything from them. But they won't ever do that, right? They want you to somehow sustain damage or have harm or financial ruin and still be around to see everything you do. That's the internet nowadays. Had friends interacted live with Facebook posts before this was a thing. That made shit tons of money. Yeah, we made a fucking ton of money. We made millions of dollars on YouTube, on Facebook. That's how we bought and paid for this building. What do I do in the software space? I don't do anything in the software space. Made NASCAR tees back in the 80s. Rest in peace. Are you talking about Cody? Yeah, Cody works a full-time job at another place and works full-time here. Cody is currently working close to 90 hours a week. Yes, my son, yeah, he works here from 8 in the morning until about 1, probably. And then he goes and works at a factory 7 days a week also. Saw my video, sounded sick. Yeah, I'm still a little sick, getting over. Yeah, I mean, people die bringing a cell phone to a gunfight. Why didn't you burn me down? Is that what you want, Brad? Is that what you want? You want me to block you? Why don't you just shut the fuck up and then come back tomorrow? Or gain some interest or participate in the conversation that's happening. Scott, what's up, man? What do you do to combat burnout? I don't know what burnout is. Why would you have burnout? Don't you believe in what you're doing? Do I mechanic my own machines? I can mechanic my machines, but I have enough machines that I don't have to mechanic my machines. I can roll one into place. I have a dude in town. He was here today. He'll be here tomorrow. One day he'll be in Texas. A couple days later he'll be in Florida. Good sewing machine mechanics. They're a dying breed. And there's not a lot of up-and-comers. For every 100 that die, there's maybe one newcomer coming in. And I get a dude that comes by here every couple months and sits down for a few days and tunes. And you almost have to have a bunch of machines in place ready to go, or you have to have a guy on staff. And the best dudes, they don't ever stay on staff. Yeah, burnout. We taught kids this new generation, we taught them this word called balance. Balance is something you teach somebody that you need to remain as an employee. Those are slave words. I've had many conversations with people on my payroll telling them that things like you should buy Bitcoin, telling them things like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm going to, ball game or blah, 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 blah. I never have another conversation with those people. But when I have an employee that's like, I'm working on my side business this weekend. Oh, what do you do? I literally take people who work for me and try to convince them that they should do their own thing and start a business, and maybe we'll do business to business. Do you know what none of those people ever do? They never do their business. I talk to people who work for me just like I talk to people on these lives. Every one of my employees knows that I do these videos every night, but there's only one or two ever that jump in here randomly. But the majority of them, you want to know what I'm thinking within my business? All you have to do is listen to this video. Do you know how many of my employees don't? 95% of them don't. Yeah, I'm banning you for being stupid. Imagine if you could just do that in your day-to-day life. When there was stupid people, if you could just push a button and they no longer existed in your world. Wouldn't your world be better? Started 2017, accumulating top 10 cryptos and metals. Nice. What am I doing? Yeah. Gustavo, I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Anytime I hear somebody's going to watch sports or fantasy leagues, it's an auto turnoff for me. Yeah, those are the same guys that have no fucking pussy. 35 years old, living at mom's house, never seen a real set of tits. And they convince themselves, I'm holding out for the right one. Yeah, when they started that right one bullshit, motherfuckers were getting married when they were 14 and 15. Good night, Angie. Saving 5% interest right now is the best investment. Really? Is that the best investment? So what if you'd have put 100,000 into Bitcoin, I don't know, 6 months ago, or a year ago, or 18 months ago, or 5 years ago? 5%'s the best rate? You mean safe. That's what you mean, safe. Patient a few minutes ago, I was curious out of the stupid shit I said, what was right? Oh, when you said fuck off, Brad. That's what got my attention. I just thought you're a crazy person. But when you said, oh, and fuck off, I thought, oh, this motherfucker might have actually listened. Because the spammer marketing guys are getting more and more clever. They have a little bit about your company. Like they actually looked at one of your social media posts somewhere. But they always spell, it's not SOE, they spell it SEO. Not trying to target SEO. Like they actually think my company is SEO. Because they're using some kind of language, software, or some kind of AI, and it still fucks it up. But that last email you sent, that's the one I'm like, oh, this motherfucker might have actually looked at my shit. When I seen your medical chest rig pouch, that was very good design, build quality, 100%. Yep. I thought you had to take off. I thought you were gone long ago. 2 weeks, I've doubled my money in Bitcoin. Come on now. Come on. That can't be. Investment account to combat the inflation. Hey, whatever you guys are doing, if you're happy with it, then I'm happy for you. I'm never going to tell you what you should do. I'm only going to tell you what I do. So whatever it is you guys are doing, I'm more than pleased for you. Yeah, monetary systems change and people better prepare. All the no crypto guys, those are the same dudes whose fathers were being like, I'll never take one of them cell phones. I'm never getting one of them smartphones. They're still sending messages with letters. What's Scully up to? He'll be here tomorrow. Stupid FM radio, yeah. Stupid terrestrial radio. Almost impossible now to get back to fish antibiotics online. Bastards are beginning everything. But if you just simply, instead of looking up fish mox, just look up amoxicillin. You can buy it all. You just have to find the place selling it. You can buy any steroids you want online right now. It's not even hard to find. Never going to have one of them fuel-injected trucks. That's right. Do you remember when guys were like, I'm only buying a truck with manual crank windows? Remember when you had to pay extra to get electric windows in a Toyota truck? Remember when there was a $6,000 SR5 Toyota? Tupperware guns, yeah. My brother runs a bulletproof armor company. May be interested in working with you in the future. I'm not interested, thank you though. What's Dana up to? He was here a couple weeks ago. You can actually hire him. He's a lawyer. You can actually call Dana and be like, I need to hire you. Kyle, what's up? Worked with GTE when they sold cellular rights. They said cell would never amount to anything. Damn cans with batteries are never gonna work. My hand crank, that's right. I'll only use a piston AR guy. I feel targeted. I have roll up windows in a 2013 car. Man, you have whatever you want. Literally, I don't care what anybody does. If it's what you want to do and you're doing it by choice, then more power to you. You're not my child. I'm not responsible for your decisions. No, I don't do anything with silicon carbide. I get shit because my Gen 1 Tacoma is made in Japan and not the US. Yeah, fuck them. Ask them where their fuel's made. Ask them where the rubber's made. Both my Porsches and my Range Rover, the service is in the United States. The guy that puts the tires on is in the United States. The guy that does my windshield repair is in the United States. My insurance I pay is to the United States. The 65% of my fucking money they take for taxes is stolen by the United States. The motherfucker giving you shit, he doesn't own anything. He doesn't own anything. If he owned anything, he wouldn't care where your shit came from. All our children do own Toyota. Yeah, all of our children actually do own Toyotas. They own multiple other brands also, but yes, they all own Toyotas now that you mention that. Some of the best running vehicles are Hondas. I don't own any Hondas. I have Ford GMC, Yukon, Ford GMC, Chevy, Dodge, Nissan, Toyota, Porsche, Range Rover. I'm missing something. There's something else I have too. But I don't have Honda. I don't think I've ever owned. I have Honda motorcycles, but no Honda cars or trucks. Honda doesn't even make a truck. Smart car for the dirt. No, we haven't done that. Sewing machine guy has a Tacoma. Yeah, he drives a lot of different things. Biden wants to raise capital gains to 40. No, Biden wants to raise capital gains to 46. Red Tracker, what's up? Does anyone make a shitty car now? Remember when Audis were attacking people? Kevin King movie. Most plates and carriers made in the U.S. can't even hold up to what they're rated at. Transit manufacturing. What about Hesco? Jonna, Hesco? What about Premier? The guys that own Premier Armor, both of them were here at one of our last events here. They were here for 5 days, as a matter of fact, on this property. Premier Armor, do you know them? Same guys that made the MRAPs for the United States military. Premier, right? You know Premier, right? Here in the United States. Honda makes a Ridgeline truck. Yeah, that was me putting a dig on John Witherspoon. He has a real truck, though. Chris saying they want a meter as water well. Guys, that's coming to a neighbor near you. It's happening right now. You just don't realize that it's happening yet. You guys really should check out Yanasa TV. Great YouTube channel. Every day he does a video about some other local farmer that is under attack in some manner. It's happening right next door to you. You just aren't aware of it yet. General opinion, U.S. military industrial complex. We're not the good guys. I don't give two shits about Ukraine. I don't give two shits about Palestine. I don't give two shits about Israel. Stop sending your money places where you can't see the outcome of the work. Everybody wants to donate some money to some charity so they can brag to their friend that they did something without actually doing something. Take your money, make more money, and employ people within your community. Take your money, donate your money someplace where you can actually check to see what happened with the money. Take your money, better yet, take your time and energy and help someplace local or someplace where you can see the benefit and the outcome of the work. That's not outside the United States. Less than 7 cents of every dollar collected by the Red Cross goes to anybody that needs it. Yeah, the government's at war with the citizens. All these motherfuckers like TikTok is a spy. But they're telling you how evil TikTok is. They're telling it to you on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not worried about the Chinese government. I'm more worried about my government. Yeah, there's out of place people showing up here in this middle of nowhere town. There was a dude, Middle Eastern dude, dressed super weird, holding 3 white baggies at the post office, pacing back rather frantically yesterday. Amanda went into the post office, was in there 15 minutes, came out, and he was still acting all erratic on the side of the post office. She told the people at the post office he was out there. Completely out of place. That was here in this town yesterday. They only wanted to ban TikTok when the anti-Israel shit got activated. Yeah. They passed a fucking law that you can't say anti-Israel shit. Who do you think's in charge? Yeah, where are the women and children exactly if they're seeking asylum? Combat age men. Yeah, those are your replacements. They're going to tell you that the police were defunded, and then it's going to be very chaotic for you, having to defend yourself when law enforcement does not. And then if it's ever questioned, you will immediately be the bad guy. Yeah, 3 S's, that's right. Seeing weird people all over Mount Juliet. U.S. government will bend you over, giving a reach around, tell you something. Yep. All right, guys. Hey, I'm going to get off of here. I do this live every night at 9 o'clock. There's 5,000 videos here on YouTube. If you use Amazon, it would help support us. Before you make a purchase on Amazon, if you click on the description of any of my videos, there's a link to something on Amazon. If you simply click that and then go to Amazon through that link, anything you purchase in the next 24 hours, it will give us a percentage of your order. We won't know what you ordered. It just gives us a little bit of the money that would have went to Amazon. So if you do that, that would greatly help us out. It is all accumulative. If you'd like a Harvest Right freeze dryer, I have an affiliate link on the website to them. If you use Redcon1 and you use code SOE Gear at Redcon1, that gives us a little percentage of your order. If you would like an EMP shield and you use code SOE at EMP Shield, that gives you $50 off of your order. I'm sure I have some other links that I'm not thinking of. Any of this product, you can see it at soetacticalgear.com. We make everything that you see here in this building. I have a membership here on YouTube. It's $10. About half of the content we put up is for members only. If you're not sure if you want that or not, you can see it. It does come out free about a year behind. 6 months to a year later, you can see some of the older stuff and then decide if it's of value to you. Our members meeting, you can literally ask any question you want. And we build an 1.5 to 2 hour video every Friday answering your questions. How do I grow my social media? How can I monetize my hobby? How do I get my wife on board? I want to leave whatever it is. How should I raise my kids? Anything that you want to discuss, we will build that video for you. We've got over 100 of those videos out there. You can see some of the older ones and decide if there's value to you. Poor families fleeing tyranny. Yeah, that's exactly what they look like. Yeah, nothing more about the Baltimore Bridge, right? Except that the FBI has said it is a terrorist crime and they've seized the ship. Remarkable, every time there's one of these questionable things, the black box is missing that piece of data. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See you guys tomorrow night. Guys, there's 5,000 real videos here on this YouTube. You should check them out, see what we're really about. They're very different than this video.